Everyone, welcome back to 5 Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Today is Tuesday. We're going to talk about the DXY on Tuesday. Why would we talk about the DXY? Because it's important to crypto. Why is it important to crypto? I'm glad you asked. When the DXY, the US dollar index, increases, it's difficult for any crypto to do well, namely Bitcoin, namely all of crypto too. So what is going on with the DXY today? Well, let's look at it. So on the 5-day Gaussian channel, as we like to use on this channel, is a key indicator to whether or not you're super bullish, super bearish, in between. Should we buy? Should we sell? Should we get ready to do one or the other? Right now, the DXY, as you can see, is up on the day. We're going to get to a couple different charts today that are a little bit more eye-opening. Big picture, small picture, day by day. But right now, the 5-day Gaussian channel, where are we? Well, look, the channel is red, so it's technically bearish. But we're above the median line, which is starting to show bullish signs. Now, until we get above the Gaussian channel on the 5-day, we're still okay, right? If the DXY starts getting crazy and does another one of these moves like this, right? We turn from red to green with your price action on top. That's when we could have some issues if that happens. Not saying it's going to happen. Nothing has to happen in crypto. You just got to play the odds, right? There's no certainties in crypto, but uncertainty. So we do not want this channel to turn green with the DXY price action on top like this. That didn't turn out so well for crypto, right? This is the bear market for crypto right here. So right now, look where we are. Hopefully we get rejected off this top line. Now these top, middle, and bottom lines can act as support and resistance depending on which way you're approaching them, right? So far we have a little baby wick right up to the top of it, and so far we're holding okay. We need to come back down and, break back down the other way. That's what we want to do. We need to get rejected on the DXY if we want crypto to rock. All right, next chart. What do we have here? Well, we have the daily chart of the DXY. We're going to look at certain levels that we need to be watching for. Well, let's take our horizontal line here. We zoom out. Well, this was our first key after making a high in March, April, right in those first couple days of April. Well, we came back up. So far, we were good. And then we battled back up again, and we broke through it. First time temporarily. But what did that do? That made a higher high, which is a potential bad sign for the DXY to continue downwards, right? If you're making higher highs, you're probably you're setting the trend up. So what happened next? We came back down, and then what did we do? Well, our next level we needed to hold was that level. You don't want to continue making higher highs if you want the coin or the chart to drop. And what is it doing? Well, this is today, right now, right? We're at 93.7. That is what? That's another higher high. Now, what's the good news? I'm glad you asked. It is, we potentially could still close under this, right? This could end up being a wick. However, check out this wick, right? It's right there. That's the high, 93.72. What about this wick? It's already set the higher high. So no matter where this candle closes, the wick has already made a higher high. Now, candle closes are far more important than wicks. Wicks don't really matter. I don't really pay attention to the wicks. But the close needs to happen under where this closed. This is the high candle so far for the DXY. This closed at 93.56. If you're wondering where I'm getting that, you can look up here, and on your candlestick charts like this, it'll tell you H for high, O for open, low for low, C for close. This is your actual number gain, and this is your percent of that gain. So this is where we need to be closing below today. Now, on a weekly chart, what are the levels there? Because the bigger the chart, the more important the level. If you could zoom out to a monthly or 6-month or a yearly chart, those are bigger levels. So this is the biggest level right here, right at this candle, right? You see that? Right at that candle. Where did that close? 93.458. We still have 3 days, 6 hours as of recording right now before that candle closes. So this whole thing could end up being a wick, which would be good, right? Zooming in here, let's get more accurate, and we could see that if this ends up being a wick, we're still okay. Because on a weekly, this would kind of line up right in line with this. Look at this. See that wick? This candle close. This could end up being another wick, right? The closing candles are the important keys. Now, however, what if we don't? What if we actually close above it? That is creating a higher high on a weekly chart, which is even more bad news for crypto. What would our next level be if we start closing higher? Well, you got to look left. There's our next highest candle right there. That would be our next level we're looking at, 94-ish. If we break that, look, what's the next left higher candle? Right there, right? This would be a much bigger level, in my opinion, 94.5. Why? Look left, right over here. This is our dropout way back in the pandemic drop. Look at that. That support came back down, we broke it. What happens when you break as support? You come back up and often test it as resistance. Anytime you break support or resistance, it often flips and becomes the opposite. So what do? We flipped and became the opposite. Resistance, rejection back down. When we come back up to that level, it's highly likely that we'll hold as key resistance, 94.6-ish right there. Wherever this candle closed, look at that. Closed 94.577. That is where our kind of hold the line or fail in a big way, in my opinion, because guess what? We're running out of time to start our next leg. If we're going to peak anytime in 2022, we can't be, remember, these are weekly candles. So if it takes another several weeks to come up here, which it obviously could, right? We're in mid-November right here. Crypto is not going to go, Bitcoin's not going to 100K when the DXY is skyrocketing up. It's just not going to happen. We have to get a rejection in a harsh way, like this move, right? Look at this. Look at any of these drops. Go look at crypto during that same time period. We were rocking. Look at this. March to April to May. That is when we were booming all of crypto. Just that little bit is all it takes. If we're coming up here and we don't get rejected before that, right? We could get rejected before that. We could just hold this. This could end up being a wick and reject sooner. That'd be great. Worst case scenario, this is our last stand right here, in my opinion. Because if we break above this, there's not really any other levels anytime soon. This is going to be big key for crypto that not a lot of people are watching, and you are. So you're one step ahead of the crowd. You'll know if this holds and you can see a nice red candle off of this, good. That is excellent. That would probably be our catalyst to getting the next leg started, and will probably be our catalyst to a six-figure Bitcoin, 100K, 150K, 200K, whatever it be. All of altcoins will likely be booming when that happens. That is the level right there. Going back, just simple support and resistance can often be the strongest tool on any chart. Practice. All right. DXY on the weekly using our moving average, our 21 exponential, our 50-week exponential, our 100-week exponential in the blue, and our 200-week. Well, what does this mean? Well, look at them. You want these, if this was a coin, this would be nice and bullish. We'd want to be paying attention because we could be in for an explosive move. However, this is the DXY. We want the opposite, right? Well, look at the last time this happened. We started crossing back the other way, right? The yellow, the 21 weeks started crossing through the green. Price action followed. Price action's up on top. We don't want to repeat this for obvious reasons, right? This was the crypto bear market right here. We need to repeat this move. So what do we have to do? We have to hope that our 200 week, which is our kind of our final last stand again, right at that 94 level again, right at that same level we just talked about, right? If you don't remember, let's go back and look at it, right? This level right here, that key level that we need rejection off of. That is very close to right in here, right? Maybe we get a move up, substantial move up by the DXY. He does a little, move up here, and then it ends up being just a wick in the next couple of weeks and comes back down, and actually we hold, close under that 200 week. That would be amazing for crypto. I can't tell you how big that would be if we, kind of hold this line, right? and we kind of come up to it, we touch it, we get rejected off of it, we end up closing under the 200 week. Fantastic. That would be exactly what we need to get this ship moving. What else we got? We got the Bollinger Bands. Fan favorite on the Patreon. If you're not following us on Patreon or following us on Telegram there, we have a premium Telegram, so you can get a lot of extra charts and videos on a daily basis on there. So check it out in the description below if you'd like to learn more than what you see in the YouTube videos. We got a couple more things for you. So this is the Bollinger Bands. So as we're moving up here, what's happening? Well, look at the mouth opening. Is that a good sign? Well, if you want your coin to go up in price, yes. But do we want the DXY to go up? No, we do not. We want the DXY to what? Drop. What do we get when DXY drops? We get crypto to rock. I'll stop. All right, so, but do we have any signs of the DXY stopping? Well, not on the daily chart. The daily chart actually looks quite bullish, doesn't it? That's not a good sign for crypto. However, if we go over to the weekly, now what do we got? Well, let's get rid of our line that we had on our other chart. And now what do we see here? Well, price action's still kind of bullish, right? Right, but the top line is going up. That might be a good sign, right, Chase? Hold your horses, okay? Look at this bottom line. What does that mean? That means this is not a powerful move. And in fact, more of a temporary move than anything. You want your lines to be super bullish. You want them diverging from each other, not following each other. So that is a good sign if you want the DXY to drop, which we do. So temporary, sure. Bullish, mean term, short term, daily, yes, bullish. So crypto is going to still struggle over the next several days to weeks, in my opinion. I don't think there's no signs of the DXY slowing down anytime really soon, especially making daily higher highs, right? That's not a good sign. However, on a weekly chart, the Bollinger Bands show that it's not so powerful as it may seem. And in fact, over the next couple weeks, we could reject off this top line maybe. Look at where that top line is. Right at that 94, 94.5 level that we've mentioned in the other two charts. Hopefully. Now, what else do we have? This is massive for the DXY. Let me get a sip of water. My mouth is so dry. These are all one take. I don't cut. I feel like I got some... got a little extra with that one. We got the DXY monthly on... What is this? This is the RSI. Relative Strength Index. When does this go back? Was it last week? Look at the bottom. This is going back to 2015 for the DXY. What kind of trend is that in? Downtrend. Thank you for the kindergartners. Down. This is going down. All right. So peak right here, and look where we're coming up to now. What do we want to do? Well, we want to get rejected. Why? Is that important? Yes. Have you heard nothing of what I've said the past 10 minutes? We need to get rejected here. What if we don't? Well, talk about bad news bears. If we break through this, we need to rewrite Goldilocks because, I mean, I don't know where I'm going with that. You get it. But look at the years at the bottom. 2022. 2024 is over here. You think we're going to have an explosive move in crypto if the DXY is doing this? No. If we must mirror something, maybe not mirror, but we have to rhyme with something like this, right? It has to do something like that, or we're in deep doo-doo. Okay? If we don't do this, and you know the DXY just breaks through this and does that, crypto's in a multi-year bear market, plain and simple, right? We don't want that. However, I do think, in my opinion, we do end up doing something like this. And when we get rejected off of this, that is when our next leg up will start, in my opinion, for all of crypto. Bitcoin will not be at 100K unless the DXY does a rejection off this. However, looking at the timeline here, I mean, this is a year out right here. This is 1 year out. We must be down on the DXY RSI. It has to lose strength in order for crypto to relinquish its full potential. And when this happens and we do get rejected here, yes, I think Bitcoin, if this plays out something similar to this, I think right in this area within the next year or so, Yeah, I think Bitcoin will be well over 100K if this scenario ends up playing out. And whenever this decides to turn back around again, and say in 2022, 2023, the peak is over, Bitcoin's at a 200K, something like that. Maybe we even go to April 2023 for our peak, and we peak out here. As soon as that happens, like that bounce, that will be the end of the cycle. That will be the start of the bear market. And follow me, and I will help you get out circa this area, okay? This is my goal for all of crypto. It's why I started YouTube, to help people lose less, make more, right? I was around for 2017, 2018. I did not exit circa here. I watched all my profits come back. I got in well in 2017. I had made tons of money and watched it all come back to me. This is why I'm starting this channel. This is why I'm trying to help people make more money, because this area was not fun for me. Okay, lost a lot of money that I didn't have it to lose. Who does, right? Whoever has money to lose. But my point is, I'm trying to help you. You just have to watch me. All right, so I'll leave it at that. Let's go look at the crypto fear and... Oh, I do have one bonus for you. If you've watched this long, look at this. What is this? This is Bitcoin's entire history in a line chart going back to 2010. Over a decade of data here. Look at this. Is this spectacular or what? Up and up? Yeah, up and up. But got a couple things here. So for those of you that are wondering why your coins aren't doing so well, or how long, case in point, Chainlink here, right? Tends to not be doing so well the past year. Okay, maybe a little underperforming, but why hasn't it been able to clear $100? I bet Bitcoin cleared $100 in its first 3 years. Oh yeah? Let's go look at the data. So 2010, where did it first clear $100? I'm glad you asked. Well, let's look right there. How about 2013? What is that about? 3 years? Yeah, 3 years. Chainlink's only been around about 3 years, right? A lot of coins have been around way less than that. Patience will pay off. If the king of all of crypto took 3 years to get to 100, I think your coin could take some time, right? Patience. But beyond that, look at this, right? Look, I want you to, if you've been following my channel at all, if you're watched any of my videos, you know that I'm a big believer that we're in a multi-peak cycle, right? Similar to 2013, 2014, right here. 2013 peak, 2014 double peak, right? Not 2017 where we just did this long blow off top and then bear market. 2013, 2014, look at the similarities on this. This is a monthly scale. Right? This is a monthly line chart. So we're only taking monthly closes in. If you're doing a line chart, and if you want to know how to do a line chart, you just click here, right? Does that look familiar? That's the candle. That's probably what you're used to. If you want to know if you have trading view, you just click that. You click line, and there you go. Now the line charts will only account for the closes of whatever you're looking at. So if you're looking at monthly, it's monthly closes. If you're looking at daily, it's daily closes. So you don't have the wicks. It's a little bit easier to see trends. Case in point, right here. Look at this move up here, this little flag pull up, right? The little slight downwards, the little V shape, right? The little lopsided V, little cup and handle maybe. Not really, but look at the downwards. See the slight down, the little dip, the slight down. Okay, let's go look at 2013, 2014. The big up flagpole, the slight dip, the little cup, the slight dip. What comes next? We better hope this repeats. I would love it. But so far, aren't we right? You can't argue with that. Doesn't look eerily similar to this right here. Flagpole up, slight dip, big dip, slight dip. Flagpole up, slight dip, big dip, slight dip. We're right here. Are we going to repeat this? If we are, we're due pretty soon, aren't we? Q4's coming. Q4's been pretty good for crypto and Bitcoin the past several years. We'll see if we repeat. Obviously, it was great back in 2013, wasn't it? Look at this. 2013, September 2013. Even the dates are matching up. September 2013. September 2021. I mean, what? So far, so good. Hopefully, you're watching this. Hopefully, more than 4 of you are seeing this. But so far, we're matching tit for tat. I don't know if that's a real thing. All right, crypto fear and greed index. Let's go look at it. We're in extreme fear. Is that good or bad? Well, obviously it's bad for market sentiment, right? Everyone thinks we're going back to 20K, 10K, whatever K. Are we? Not so sure. There's never been a 20% drop after we're in extreme fear. Your drops come when you're in greed, right? The biggest drops come when you're way up high. Go to your max settings or your year settings. Go look at when you have your drops, you're in greed. You don't have your catastrophic drops when you're already in extreme fear. All right. You want to be thinking, well, the upward side when you're in extreme fear, and you want to think about the downward side when you're extreme greed, which is the opposite of the market, which is why this whole indicator was even made. This measures the herd, and you generally want to do the opposite of the herd. Case in point. All right, quote of the day. There are people who have money, and there are people who are rich. Love it. What does that mean? Well, quotes, as I always say, quotes can be interpreted differently by different people. But to me, that means money doesn't always make you happy. I know a lot of rich people that aren't happy. I know a lot of people that don't have money that are very happy. Money doesn't make you happy. Money is just a magnifier to what you are now. If you don't believe me, just wait till you get it. So if you're waiting on to do something and be nicer to people when you have money, that's not going to happen. The way you are now is the way you will be when you have money. Crypto meme of the day. So 2017, 2018, just driving a G5 jet versus steering wheel for us all. Hopefully, maybe we'll redo these dates. Maybe this will be like 2022, 2023, or maybe 2023, 2024. We don't know yet. The odds are maybe we peak in 2022, but I think we might kind of push the limits a little bit. That would be good, right? The longer it takes for us to peak, the higher the peak can go. All right. Car of the day. You guessed it, Lamborghini. My favorite Lamborghini for under $1 million. The Aventador. Right? My favorite Lamborghini is up on top. The Centenarios. But those are, start at $3 million. The starts at like, you can get these for $300,000 now. So hell of a deal. You can save 10x like crypto. Aventador SV. Love it. And the SV. This is probably the color I'd get if I ever get one. This is the SV as well. A lot more carbon, a little bit tunes, a little bit faster. Not much difference. The bodies look pretty similar, right? But this is the SV as well. You can see the carbon fins on the back. I got the regular Aventador, just the base model. Just the stupid $400,000 base model. This is the starting one, Aventador. Probably the coolest car for that, $250,000 can buy you. Sure, I'll take 7. All right, that's the show. That's the show. I don't think I have any more. No more slides. I'll leave it on the yellow one. It's our favorite. All right, 23 minutes, DXY. Hopefully you learned something today. Guaranteed this will be my least watched video. Nobody ever likes to learn about the DXY. Nobody knows. Nobody cares. You do, and that's why you're watching, and that's why I like you. I can see you. Handshake. Fist bump. I don't know. All that good stuff. All right. I'll see you on the next video. Hopefully you have a great rest of your Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. Vacation screws with you. Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. If it's Tuesday. I'll see you on the next video. Happy DXY. You better drop, you son of a biscuit. All right. DXY down. Crypto up. A-Town. Peace up. Whatever the hell that goes.